Yeah, we'll always take this result. Great teams just find a way. So we believe in who we are and what we're doing. And on the season, 4-0, obviously the right way for us to begin. We know that, I think our potential is, I don't see a limit to it. And the work is for us to realize and actualize all of that. So, going out in game one, playing the way we did is a great way to set a tone, and that's something that we would like to maintain for a longer period of time. Just longer periods of good on our side of the net. So, something that we get to work towards because it's still January, and we will get into stiffer competition moving forward.
Yeah, absolutely. Hi, guys. Good game. First question I want to ask, generally about the state of the game. First set looked, almost looked boring to you guys. Went out with a 7-0 start, 2 aces from Dillon, and then the second and third sets, you guys stole them at the very end. What do you think kind of happened with Fort Valley State that they just turned it on, or do you guys think something happened that you lost that momentum from the first set?
If you're looking at me, are you expecting me to answer, or do you want one of these guys to go?
I'll see you guys.
Well, why don't you guys take a stab at that one? I got an answer, but you guys go ahead.
Yeah, I think we got a little complacent in the second and third sets, and we looked up at the scoreboard midway through the games and realized we were down, had to turn it on. But we got to be better about coming out strong from the beginning of the set.
Yeah, absolutely.
Completely agree with Dillon.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we talked about it, maintain a sense of urgency. The way we describe it is just flexing that competitive muscle. And we know we have to continue to do it more and more and more just so we don't have those dips or let those runs go or any of that stuff. So, it's all controllable on our side of the net of how we want to go up point to point.
Yeah, it's just always trying to stay on edge, no matter what the point is.
Well, the good news is we know we have it. We definitely did that in game one. But we can't let them actually get some momentum because we take our foot off the gas.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, just looking at the stats, at least 3 different guys with 10 kills, hitting, above 300 or 300 or more on all 3 parts. How do you guys think the offense kind of ran tonight? Were you happy with it, or I guess were you at least satisfied with it?
I'm always satisfied with a win, but looking at the numbers, hitting 300, that's not our goal. So we have to maintain a much higher standard per guy, per contact. Mm-hmm. I like that we are diversifying our offense, which, one of the nuances is like we're running the middle a lot, which is great. And those are high efficiency things. But that also means that there's different flow to the game for guys that might be used to certain sets at certain times. And so we got to make sure that we are just dialed in, ready to get whatever ball comes our way so we can handle it whenever that ball comes that way.
Yeah, absolutely. We
got more in us.
Yeah, more in us. All right. That's good to know.
Tyler agrees with Dillon?
Yes.
Is there anything that you saw tonight that you were a really big fan of?
Yeah, when we turn it on, we're pretty damn good. You saw it multiple times when we've decided to just focus on what we needed to do. We are a very dangerous team, and so the journey's got to be that's just our normal mode of playing and our standard.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys, was there a certain play tonight where you had and you were like, yes, I want more of that, Dillon? I think specifically the kill to go up 23-22 in the final set where you just kind of rose up there in the middle. I saw that and I was like, yeah, that's really good.
Thank you.
Independent journalism, by the way. Let's go.
Yeah, T-Rob had a million great kills. It's fun seeing him get up there and hit the ball out of the middle. So I like those.
I'd say my favorite plays is when I'm jumping up in the air, distracting the middle, I get them to jump, and I free up Dillon for the bick, and he gets the kill.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to be the only person in here. So,
What else you got?
I'm looking through my notes. Volleyball is not my first trained sport, so.
That's okay, it's ours.
I really would hope it is.
No, we're here to help you.
You know how you help? Winning.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that does a lot for everybody.
I would imagine. Something I noticed was that although Fort Valley State, they weren't hitting terrific across the entire 3 sets. They did serve a lot better as the game went on. How did you guys kind of adapt to that?
Well, we knew the scouting report is they're going to have loose arms that's just moving it around, and they're taking some big Hailmaker swings, which, that's a strength of them. And we've seen them in a couple of matches prior to this. So we knew that as passers that we had to be just prepared for the ball going in multiple different seams. I thought we handled the pressure for the most part pretty well. They got loose once or twice, especially in game 3. And they caught us in a row that they just got a couple aces in a row. So that's good preparation. I actually look at that and say, great, because we're going to face teams that put a lot of service pressure on us, and that's great for us to learn from and to grow from. So, I love the fact that they pushed back. That's 2 games in a row that we had that same response, that we had to get grimy and gritty and all that stuff. So as competitors, you look at that from a standpoint and just go, that's great for us to train.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing that I think everybody kind of noticed, the Fort Valley State sideline, very raucous, almost like a softball sideline, where it's just constant songs and voices and all that. Have you guys faced anything like that? And how did you respond to that through the game? Because from where I was sitting, it was, even from their side, like, very noticeable.
I guess last week we played Princeton, where they'd celebrate win or lose a point. But I do got to give a lot of credit to those Fort Valley State guys. They were saying some pretty funny stuff, and they were doing a great job cheering their teammates on. So, yeah.
I just look back in practice a couple times. We get some guys saying something when you're serving, and they almost got me when they started singing Fetty Wap.
Yeah. What I remember was when they asked, you ever seen Drumline? And I have never seen Drumline, so that got me personally. So going into Ohio State, how do you feel? What do you want to take away? What do you want to leave behind at the Galen Center today?
Well, for me, we want to go 1-0 against Ohio State and then close out January and get some momentum going to February. And there's no such thing as an easy match here, but we know there's a bunch of things that we have to dial in on our side. So just every single opportunity, every single day is another way to upgrade and install things that we know we can compete and maximize our potential. And if we continue to do that, stay healthy and compete every single day, we're a tough team.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much.
See you guys at 7.